So on Thursday, Tupperware announced it had reached an arrangement with its lenders to cut or reallocate $150 million in cash, interest and fees, and provide it with $21 million in revolving borrowing capacity. See this as a lifeline for Tupperware. And we also saw this when Kavana restructured their debt. The stock rose. And as a result, the price of Tupperware rose more than 50% before closing down for the day. However, it was still up for the week as it hit resistance at the $5.50 support resistance band. But now this is a turn of events. Not only is Wallstreet Bets backing Tupperware, but you also have Jim Cramer supporting Wallstreet Bets now and Tupperware. Take a listen to.
If you can wade through all the notices of material weakness and all the going concern doubts, you might find that there's something good to say about Tupperware, the kitchen container company. I don't know if you've been watching the stock, which has moved from 61 cents to $5.38 in less than 2 weeks, seemingly escaping the jaws of bankruptcy. But this has become the latest meme stock in a long line that includes Bed Bath & Beyond, GameStop, and AMC. Before I go into what's happening here, I want you to understand that Tupperware, the stock, no longer really has anything to do with Tupperware, the company. The stock might be worthless. But you could say the same thing about the Mega Millions tickets that you have in your hand. Who am I to say that you shouldn't buy a lottery ticket? Who am I to say that you shouldn't buy the stock that purports to represent the future of Tupperware's earnings or lack thereof? Obviously, people are going to speculate. They're speculating like mad here. Nearly 150 million shares changed hands today, but Tupperware only has 44 million shares outstanding. There's the tell. We call these controlled situations right here because the stock's controlled by the memesters, not by the fundamentals. Until the memesters got involved, it seemed like Tupperware was a corner. Too much debt owed, too many missed filings, too many financial weaknesses, and for certain, too much mismanagement. In the old days, this company would have been delisted by now. Instead, it gets a notice of delisting and it's still allowed to trade. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We know that Tupperware is actually profitable on some sort of basis, but it owes a lot of money too, and management explained in myriad filings that they might not have the money to meet those obligations. Before the memesters, that was a death sentence. With the memesters, they see a low dollar stock regardless of its origins, and they decide to run it and gun it and see if it sticks. If the memesters can push the stock high enough, then the story suddenly becomes a good one because the company, if it is in good standing with the regulators, can issue more shares to raise much needed cash. Then instead of a vicious cycle down where the stock becomes a footnote and no new money can come in because the debt market will be closed to them, it becomes a virtuous circle upward where they can create new shares and sell them to the memesters to raise capital like AMC and GameStop did. Can this happen? I used to have the CEO of Tupperware, Rick Goings, on the show not infrequently. That was about 8 years ago when the company was still extremely profitable and very well run. Since then, it's been bedeviled by some real bad management. As contrary as it seems, Tupperware said it's going to get its financials ready this month. If Tupperware can do that and the memesters stay in pump mode and management does some kind of secondary offering, call it dump mode, this company should be able to live to play again. Then the question is, which kind of situation do you have? Is it an AMC, which hangs on and pays its debt? Is it a GameStop, which has a morbid business and a turnstile management team? Or is it a Bed Bath & Beyond, which only bought itself a little more time before going under? My bet is simple. If they get the filings in time, if they sell enough stock to pay down enough debt to be in compliance, and then they call Rick Goings, 77 years young, to take over again, they can save this thing. There. That's your Mega Millions lottery ticket. The odds don't favor it, though. The odds still favor bankruptcy. But if anybody's listening to Tupperware, I just gave you a game plan to save what was, for decades, an amazing, empowering company that gave millions of women a tremendous livelihood and financial security. Would be a shame to see it all fall apart. Would be great if the memesters could keep it alive until the...
So as you can see from the daily chart, you had this massive move higher from under $1 to as high as $6. That was good for 500% at the highs before again prices pulling back on Friday. Now this is a key level. It's the $3 level, and it must hold. We see that we have the 200-day moving average, which should serve as dynamic support. So that level must hold. If it holds and price breaks above the resistance support band at 550, look for price to continue moving up, with the next target being at $8, which is where you have the next set of trades that occurred back in September and the origin of the leg down, which took out the pivot lows at 550. This week should be very interesting. I will keep everyone updated and we'll put out a new post this week. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.